I've increasingly begun to talk about our African American students really as African diaspora students, because we have a host of students who identify as Caribbean, or who identify as African, or who may identify as African American, but they are coming with ethnic cultures or ethnic heritage that they absolutely want to be acknowledged, and that isn't always how students are acknowledged, so or seen. Because I think, we tend to keep things very black and white. We have an increasing number of students who don't neatly fit into one category, who are bicultural, biracial, bilingual, trilingual, and they really want all of those, all of who they are, to be represented. And so I think that makes unique. I think that actually makes UMass quite unique. The extent to which the proportions of students who are really multicultural, comprise a conventional Alana population. We provide academic support, cultural enrichment, student development, and some support of institutional diversity on campus. Here we're working with students around leadership development, around identity development, around career development. So we offer students the opportunity to attend local and regional student leadership conferences, and so we distribute our information broadly, and students may come in and sign up to attend a conference. And then they are, in fact, we've had a number of students who have done exactly that. Last year we underwrote about over 90 students to attend conferences in the regional area and in the local area. Those students will come back and they work together last year they worked together to create a one-day symposium for other students, helping them understand what to expect when you attend a conference, what to bring when you come to a conference, how to dress for a conference, all of that kind of thing. I think that the other thing that is very not so much a challenge, but a departure for many of our students is coming to a campus that sits in what I would call a ruburban area, kind of rural, kind of suburban, while the composition of the classes has been changing really over the last few years in terms of the number of students who are coming in-state and out-of-state. We still have a fair number of students, Alana students, who are coming from urban areas and who are coming into a culture that is very different from what they've been accustomed to. And finding a home here in Ruburbia, in Western Massachusetts, and finding that to be a place that is comfortable and accessible can be a challenge. And I think we have a huge opportunity to connect current undergraduates with alums. I think we have a huge opportunity to have those alums share what's going on, what's happening in their professional lives, obviously making, kind of peer mentoring relationships, but also to help us support the work that's going on in the cultural centers, to help us understand, to help students understand what life may have been like, how life is changing at UMass. If you talk to someone who was here 10 years ago, you're going to hear something, I think, very different. Their experiences and how they interacted with the institution, very different from what current students are experiencing.